Hello student, today we are going to continue chapter 4th Animal Kingdom. In my previous video we have discussed about basis of classification and then we read the first basis of classification, level of organization, then we read symmetry. Okay, the second one is symmetry. Today we are going to continue this topic with diploblastic and triploblastic organization. Student, all animals develop their tissue, organ and organ system from the cell that form the embryonic layer. Okay, based on the number of embryonic layer, I am talking about embryonic layer. Based on the number of embryonic layer, animals are classified into two, diploblastic and triploblastic. Diploblastic, very clear. Diplo, that means two. Okay. Diploblastic animal. In diploblastic animal, the cells from two embryonic layer. Okay. In diploblastic animal, the cells formed two embryonic layers. First, the outer layer ectoderms, and the second one, the inner layer endoderms. That means only two layer is present. Two embryonic layer is formed, ectoderms and endoderms. Triploblastic animal, in triploblastic animal, cell are arranged in three embryonic layer, ectoderms, endoderms and middle layer, which we call mesoderms. Here you see in this picture that in diploblastic organizations only two germs layer is formed, ectoderms outer one, endoderms inner one, and in between ectoderms and endoderms undifferentiated cells is present, which we call mesoglia. It is not exactly mesoderms. Okay, it is not exactly the layer of a cells. So only two embryonic layer is present in diploblastic organization, ectoderms and endoderms, and in between ectoderms or endoderms undifferentiated cell is present, which we call mesoglia. And in triploblastic organisms, three germs layer is formed, three embryonic layer is formed, ectoderms, endoderms and mesoderms. So according to their embryonic layer, we classify the organism as diploblastic organization, or they have diploblastic organization and triploblastic organization. If two germs layer is present, then diploblastic, two embryonic layer is present, diploblastic, three embryonic layer and germ cell is present, germ layer is present, then triploblastic. Okay, diploblastic organizations. Now the next one is very important, coelom. Actually students, coelom is a key features for classification. Coelom is a cavity between the body wall and the gut wall, lined by mesoderms. Okay, it is a body cavity. It is a cavity between the body wall and the gut wall, lying by the mesoderms. Depending on the presence and absence of the coelom, animal have classified into three: coelomate, which have a complete coelom, complete body cavity; pseudocoelom, that means false body cavity; acoeloms, which didn't have any coeloms, any body cavity. Here you see the classification of animal on the basis of coelom. Acoelomate, animal without coelom, that means platyhelminthes. Pseudocoelomate, body cavity not lined by mesoderms. Pseudo, the word pseudo, that means false, false coelom. Here you see the pouches of the mesoderms is present. Here complete mesoderms is formed, ectoderms and endoderms. No coelom is present. This one is a body wall and the gut wall. Okay, so the cavity between the body wall and gut wall, no cavity is present. Okay, so acoelomate. Here the body cavity is present but false, because the patches, the pouches of the mesoderms is present. So not two walls, two body cavity. Okay, body cavity not lying by mesoderms, mesoderms present in scattered pouches. And the example is also very important, Asclemanthes. Only one phylum has pseudocoeloms, Asclemanthes. And coelomate, animal with two body coelom. Here you see this one is ectoderms, endoderms and mesoderms have a body cavity. Okay, complete body cavity. So this one is coelomate. Acoelomate, which didn't have coeloms, platyhelminthes. Pseudocoelomate, which have false coeloms, body cavities not lined by mesoderms, not true coeloms. Asclemanthes example. Coelomate which have complete coelom. I hope you understand. Now student, this is very important. It is given in NCERT. Firstly, kingdom Animalia, level of organization, cellular level of organization, tissue level of organization, organ level, and then we read organ system, organization, symmetry, asymmetry, we didn't have any symmetrical, then we read radial symmetry and bilateral symmetry, then body cavity or coeloms, with body cavity, without body cavity, acoelomate, with false coeloms, pseudocoelomate, with true coeloms, coelomate. The phylum learn sequentially, okay. Porifera, Coelenterata, which we also call Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Asclemanthes. Here we read that pseudocoelomate. Only Asclemanthes. Pseudocoeloms is found only in Asclemanthes. Okay. Acoelomate, Platyhelminthes, Annelida, Orthopoda, Mollusca, and Echinodermata, Hemichordata, Chordata. Okay. Then these all phylum. We read all phylums and their characteristic. Okay. In my next video. Porifera, Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Asclemanthes, Annelida, Orthopoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and Chordata. This is all for today.